guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shivangi Lahoti, aka Ya Designer Didi, and in today's episode of Fashionable Sundays, I am talking to all my NIFT 2021 aspirants and of course NIFT aspirants in general and all those design aspirants, fashion aspirants who want to pursue a career in fashion and design in India. This video is all heart and love, like all of my videos, but this one's really special because this is going to be a little bit of a chit chat and considerate and advice of sorts from your elder sister, if you could call it that, or maybe your well-wisher, or maybe your senior in the industry. Whatever it is that you want to consider it that way. But this video was specially for all of you. I know that the exams for the ones who are sitting for NIFT 2021 are in less than 2 weeks, and I do realize that you're anxious, you're worried, you're stressed out, you are having all these million emotions running through your mind and your heart all the time. You keep wondering, what if you don't get into NIFT? What if you don't get into NID? What next? Do you take a drop? Do you not take a drop? Will you be considered a failure? Does life end? Will you not have any goals or dreams after this? What are you supposed to be doing? What's your plan of action? What's your plan B? What if it doesn't work out? And I am here to address all of those questions. So the last 4 videos were completely dedicated on setting up your timetable, preparing for your GAT, your CAT, answering your FAQs, all of that jazz. I created a list of books which I shared with you. The link is again in the description box. Thousands of kids have downloaded the links and purchased the books that they felt they needed. I have also had hundreds of students enroll for Drawing for Rookies, which is my course, a mini course focused completely on making sure that your drawing skills improve considerably and quickly, really fast, really soon. And I also dedicated 4 videos for everything related to design and education for NIFT 2021 aspirants, for NIFT entrance examinations. And today's video is the last video in this series for this month, and I wanted to focus on this one thing, which is I wanted to share something super personal with all of you, and that is my personal experience while I was sitting for the NIFT entrance examination. I haven't said this often, but I want you to know this. Before I sat for my NIFT entrance examinations, I was also panicking a lot, like all of you. But I remember telling my parents this, which I did not remember myself, which is something my mom reminded me much later in life, that you were so certain you wanted to do this that you told us that, Mom, if I don't get into NIFT this year, I'll take a drop, I'll go to Bhawanipur College, which is not a compliment. It's a college in Calcutta and not considered like one of the good ones. But I told them that I'll do like a diploma in fashion and design or something of that sort, and I'll prepare for NIFT again and sit for the entrance examinations again next year. So I always knew that if this doesn't happen this year, I'm going to do it again, work 10 times harder and crack it next year. And fortunately for me, I cracked it the first time. But before I sat for the NIFT entrance examination, I actually had sat for NID as well, because my teachers told me that, hey, you're good at art and craft, and if you want to, I never wanted to do textile design, and NID offers textile for undergrad. And I wanted to share this bit of kind of this story with you, that I sat for the exams. I wasn't prepared at all, obviously did not even know the question paper format, and I blanked out. That entire exam I was blank. I think it was a 2-hour paper or something, and I did not answer like more than like 5 questions. I was just sitting there numb, scared, shivering. And when I got out, my parents were waiting for me outside, and they asked me like, what happened, how did it go, did you do well, what's up, what was in the question paper? And I was like, I don't know what was in the question paper, because I don't remember. I just freaked out, and I was numb. I was just sitting aimlessly for 2 hours. And I want you to know that it's okay. I haven't really ever shared this with anyone because it wasn't something I was aiming for. I never wanted to go to NID. I just took the exam because a lot of my friends were doing it, and they told me that practice ho jayega NIFT ke liye. So I thought, okay. And the entrance was actually in December, and NIFT was in January. So I ended up doing it. But obviously life had other plans, and obviously I was not aiming at studying textile design. What I want you to understand here is that even if worst come worst, you blank out and you're not able to do it, it's all right. Even if you don't crack NIFT this year, it's all right. If you don't crack NIFT a second time, it's all right. If you don't end up going to NIFT and end up going to some other design college, it's absolutely all right. If you do not end up going to a design college altogether and you end up, studying something else, that is also all right. See, here's the thing. If you're really passionate about a career in fashion, and if you really want to be something in this industry, if circumstances are not in your control at this point, if your family is not listening, if you don't have the finances in place, because I keep getting a lot of those DMs and emails, and it breaks my heart, it really does. But let me tell you, all of you, this one thing: come what may, nobody can stop you. Today things might not be in your control. How you do in your exam is on you, but what kind of questions will come in the exam is not on you. How you are passionate about fashion is in your mind and your heart, but how your family or your loved ones react to it is not in your control. And at the age of like 17, 18, 19, you can't really push a lot with family. You have to understand there's a limit to pushing. You can try and convince them, but if they're hell-bent on not agreeing, please realize this, that a few years down the line you will have opportunities when life will be in your control, when you'll start working for yourself, and when you still feel that you're passionate about fashion, you can always chase it. I've made so many videos, right, on this channel talking about how to kickstart a career in fashion without a degree, how to, get started with fashion and design without having your own, without having a design background, without any sort of support, financial, or any sorts, like emotional, whatever. How do you kickstart a journey in fashion if you're really passionate about it? And there are n number of ways in which you can do it. There are so many people out there who don't even have design degrees, and they're doing phenomenally well for themselves in real life, right? So don't think that this is the end. This is the beginning of something beautiful. And I don't want you to also get really relaxed about it, that if I don't crack NIFT, it's all right, I'm not going to work hard. Please work hard. Give it your 100%. If you are one of the privileged ones who's getting a chance to sit for the entrance examinations, give it all you've got. You have to, right? It's that one. Thousands of kids want that chance, and you're getting that opportunity to give it all you've got. But after giving in your 110%, if it doesn't work out, because again, let's be realistic, 140 crore की आबादी है इस देश की, right? 140 crore, that is the population of this country, and the seats are less than 5,000. How are you supposed to accommodate lakhs of students who sit for entrance examinations for NIFT and other competitive design colleges every year? Of course, 140 crore is not all youth. That is the total population, but you get the gist, right? You get what I'm talking about. The point is that if you really are passionate about it, you will figure out a way. We will figure out a way. I'm always going to be here to help you, right? So consider it a sisterly advice from me. Consider it a well-wisher's advice, or somebody who's your senior, hopefully, in NIFT, or maybe somebody who's your senior in the design industry, in the fashion industry. Consider it like just a personal suggestion, that do not bog yourself down and don't be too hard on yourself. And I'm doing this right now. I'm talking about this right now, and not after your exams, because I want you guys to stop being so anxious. Stop stressing about it. Stressing about it is not going to help, but doing the work will help. If you start working, you will start seeing results. But if you stop working and start getting anxious and start getting bogged down, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help that exam. It's not going to help your rank. It's not going to help anything. Do it because you're passionate about it. Things that you love should make you excited, right? There should be a fire in your belly every time you think about it, that, hey, I have to do this. It shouldn't be, oh my God, what if I don't? And somebody really close to me once told me this, which I'd like to share with you, which is, if you really have to think the best for yourself. Why do you have to think the worst? Why do you have to always imagine the worst possibility for yourself? What if I don't get into NIFT? What if my parents don't agree? What if this is my last chance? What if I don't become a good fashion designer? What if I don't get a good salary? How about what if I get into NIFT? What if I go to get a brilliant rank? What if I end up doing like a double masters of sorts? What if I end up getting like the highest job, salary on my on campus placement? What if I start my own design label? What if I become super successful? There are two ways of looking at it, right? Either you can like bog yourself down unnecessarily, and these are hypothetical situations you're creating, right? Both of them, we don't know if it's going to happen or not, but one side makes you anxious and really screws up your head and makes you really really depressed and sad, and the other side makes you excited, right? The other side makes you really like just happy, right? So think about it. Which side would you like to think about, right? Would you like to be like sad and depressed on purpose? Is that how much you detest yourself? Or would you rather prefer being super excited and pumped up and happy? And come what may, worst case scenario, नहीं होता निफ्ट, NIT नहीं होता इस साल, जिंदगी हमारी है ना, it's our life, right? We can always sit for the exams next year. तब भी नहीं होता, we can sit next time. And then at the end of the day, what's my end goal? Do I want to be a successful designer in the industry, or do I want to have the tag of a Niftian? The tag will help you. I will not deny it. I come from a place of privilege, so I am allowed to say this today, right? That Didi, it's so easy for you to say it because you already come from a design background, you already have a degree from NIFT, you already have a degree from FIT, you don't have anything to worry about. It's easier said than done. But I have so many friends from the design industry who do not come with design education background, who come from like, commerce and media backgrounds, who come from like science backgrounds and like advertising and marketing backgrounds, and they have ended up doing phenomenally well for themselves in their careers in fashion and design. They have their own labels, they're doing well for themselves, they have their own design agencies, and it's crazy. So what I'm trying to tell you is from the past 10 years of my experience, both in classroom and outside, actually 11 years now, that please do not bog yourself down. Things that matter so much to you right now will not matter as much 10 years down the line. And coming from, so many people that I've seen, I can tell you this, that if you're really passionate about something, you will figure out a way. We will figure out a way. So this video is, consider it a sort of motivation, or maybe a reality check, or maybe just a subtle warning that no matter what the outcome is, I know you're going to feel all those emotions, and I know you'll feel that, what if, it doesn't work out? What do I do now? Please don't bog yourself down. We're here. I am here. We'll figure it out. And if you really have the fire in your belly, you will become something super, super successful. But I don't want you to stop working hard, and hence, I want you to please close your eyes and visualize yourself in the center of your dreams. The NIFT center that you want to go to, NIFT Bombay, NIFT Delhi, NIFT Kolkata, NIFT Hyderabad, Chennai, whichever center it is that you want to go to. Just close your eyes, visualize yourself in that department. Think of what you would be doing. Think of all the assignments and the projects that you would be undertaking. Think about making new friends. Think about making your first set of clothes. Think about dyeing and material handling. Think about making your own prints. Think about making your fashion illustrations. Think about all those amazing things that you would be doing in life once you get into the college of your dreams and the department of your dreams. And I hope when you open your eyes now, you feel really excited and pumped up, and that is the energy I want you to keep until the exams. I want you to have that energy, okay? You've got this. I have made an entire list of books which you can download, which you can use, right? You can purchase those books. There's a whole list of 5 of my top suggestions that you should be investing in if you want to prepare for NIFT. I have also gone ahead and created n number of videos on this channel. There are about 80-90 videos on this channel dedicated to, you know, GAT, to CAT, to situation test, to everything that you would want to know and learn. And I've also created a course where there are hundreds of students studying right now and quickly getting better at their drawing, right? So any of you who's feeling left out or who's feeling alone, please know that the space is for you. And also, please make sure, while I am doing my bit to make sure that my bachas are getting all the help and support that they need, they also have to do the hard work. They have to study. So you guys have to make me proud, but I'm already proud of you. That first baby step that you took when you decided you wanted to chase your passion for fashion, that is when I was proud of you. And I'm continuously going to be proud of you, and I'm going to continue to root for all of you. So all the best, all my bachas, and I hope to see you guys next Sunday on a brand new episode on Fashionable Sundays. It'll not be this chatty, but it's going to be something super exciting for my current design students. Not sharing a lot, but February is going to be pretty cool. I'll see you guys around now. Bye.